This place first opened way back in 1957. We are inside legendary Lambeau Field here in Green Bay. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Atlanta Falcons and the Green Bay Packers. In the air, and the NFL season is in full swing, and we're underway here in Week 4. Fielded near the back of the end zone, and he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Garoppolo on first down. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down.
Here we go. Select 80. Right. He's talking right here.
That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Yeah, I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is third and long. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. That'll be complete to Cook. And they'll get him down here at the 23. A gain of 4, not enough. And it looks like punt time on their opening drive as it's fourth down. And he gets it away. A directional kick going toward the sideline. And this punt sails over the sideline. And the spot, it looks to be right at the 25-yard line. Now a guy who missed the last 2 full seasons, it's Jerick McKinnon. And he's upended after a gain of 2. The Colts' leading tackler in 2019, Anthony Walker, gets another one there. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. From the shotgun, it's Winston. Looking downfield for Godwin. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And he'll bring it all the way back, just a yard or 2 shy of midfield. Well, certainly not how he wanted to start his night. First throw of the game, an INT.
Yeah, it's not easy, but he's got to try and wipe that one away from the memory banks. And let's face it, it's not often a quarterback and a defensive back have a lot in common. But one thing, because they have these individual-type plays, they've got to have short memories, don't they? DB gets beat, wipe it away, quarterback throws a pick, has to do the same thing.
Tyler Kroft, the tight end, the one he was looking for. That'll bring up second down. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
Defensively, he has been a presence in their backfield in the first half. Had a sack earlier, and now he comes up with a big tackle for a loss.
11.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Colquitt on to kick as he sends it away. And this will get inside the 20 and be touchdown just outside of the 15-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, start off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
12. First down, Atlanta.
On first down now, run with McKinnon. Able to shake free for about 7 up to the 35.
Brought down.
Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Was that a design pass, or what was that?
It was built into the play call. He had the opportunity to either hand it inside, keep it himself to run it, or do what he just did. Throw that pass inside, hitting a receiver on the run.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 16 yards, a first down. But one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense, because someone's going to run for some big yardage. Similar to a shooter in basketball, just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now, we had a guy who made the catch. They tried to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a third down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary, now on third. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. And down inside the 15 he goes. 14 yards, good for a Packer first down.
First and 10 at the 14-yard line.
No score after one.
With no score.
The first red zone opportunity now for the Packers. It's first and 10 at the 14. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. Despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. Second down.
Here we go. 80. Watch out. 21. You got 3 down.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
Down and 13.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Give to Cook out of the gun. And he'll be brought down well short of the first at about the 9-yard line. Give him 8 yards on the carry, and that's going to bring up fourth down.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
So still no touchdowns in the first half, but we do have some action on the scoreboard with the field goal. So
maybe now the mentality changes in this game, because anytime you can get to the red zone, and if you don't come away with 6 points, you feel like it's a disappointment. In a game like this one, being able to kick field goals means you're right there, and then you're just looking for that big break to take you over the top.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. It's a big play there for Atlanta. 47 yards.
First down.
Play fake. Winston. His throw caught right around the 6. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Chris Godwin, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons have taken the lead. On here, Brandon McManus for the point after. And this is up and good to make it 7-3.
Makes the score Falcons 7, Packers 3. Brandon McManus set to kick off.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And no return here from Westbrook. This will be a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
22 yards on the catch and run, a first down. To throw, it's Garoppolo. That one complete to D.D. Westbrook. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 15 more yards there, and quickly another first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. This one out quickly to Westbrook. A gain of 6 there on first.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Play action. Garoppolo. A throw for Westbrook, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. And he'll bring this all the way up to the 45-yard line.
Intercepted by the Falcons.
And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Working out of the gun, Winston. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. On 3rd down, Winston. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. On 4th down, Matt Hawk to punt it away. Back deep, D.D. Westbrook. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. That'll be out of bounds, and how good was that? They'll say the 3-yard line. That's where they spot it.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. And they'll run the option to start the drive. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Speed is the name of the game when it comes to RPOs, and sometimes you can be a little too quick, thus inaccurate, incomplete.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Cook. And space opened up a bit. He's able to take this up past the 10. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
Garoppolo to throw on 3rd and 1. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The passing game early, and now it's 4th down.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Here we go on 4th down with Garoppolo. And he finds Cook. And he will have the 1st down here as he's up to the 15. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Setting up the screen for Cook. No gain on the screen there at 2nd down.
That was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Trying to find Kupp, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Kenny Moore.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. Following the interception, Winston. His pass caught at the 4. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. At the 4-yard line. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. 4-yard line. And McManus able to put it through. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Throwing again, Winston on 2nd and 10. And Jameis intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Let's go, team. 65.
So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. That catch good for only a couple.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5.
Here we go.
Cook following the penalty. And he's going to get this one down to the 45.
Number 33, Dalvin.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Brings up 3rd and 10.
24 is the mic. Nice, sweetheart. Six. 24 is the mic.
Now a play fake. Garoppolo. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Joey Bosa, the Pro Bowler, in there to get him to the ground. Here's Britton Colquitt now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Fair catch taken right at the 10-yard line. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And the Falcons will get it 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. A nice-looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. 23 yards on the play. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. McKinnon. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Gotway on the tackle. It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 31-yard line.
On play action, Winston. Looking for Godwin, and he's got it complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air. Nice chunk of yardage there.
And Winston lost the football. When that ball popped free, we could hear it all the way up here. Those guys down on the field alerting everyone of the fumble. He's lucky that his offensive mates picked him up and jumped on it.
Yeah, and you have to think to yourself, and I'm sure they've been echoing it on the sideline and into the huddle. Guys, we have the lead. Just take care of the football. Don't make it easier for them to start to make a comeback.
The Pro Bowler Chris Godwin, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
This one complete into the hands of Higgins. And he is going to have a Falcons 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That 3rd down conversion good for 23. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
54. Check. 54. Right there. 54. You got blocked me.
From the red zone now, Winston. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Chris Godwin that time. And now it's 2nd down.
As defensive coordinators around the league tell me all the time, that throw is not for every quarterback because you've really got to drive the ball downfield. It's going to be a tight window for him to fit that one into. In this case, unsuccessfully.
And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Cameron Sutton.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line.
The ball carrier.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
3-yard pickup.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Packers 3.
The Packers on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. Here it's 3rd and 2. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
In any event, it happened pretty quickly. I'm not sure he made the right decision on that one. I think if he had it to do over again, he would have found a different target downfield. But he made his decision, and that one's incomplete.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Garoppolo. Man open, it's Kupp. He's got it. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. And on 4th and short, they snag a gain of over 30. From midfield, here's Garoppolo. He finds Corey Davis. A gain of 6 there on 1st. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
The 2nd down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete. He was trying to go back to Corey Davis there, and it's 3rd and 4.
Here we go.
Garoppolo again. And he's got a man, Corey Davis. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. It's a 9-yard gain, and it'll keep the drive moving.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Garoppolo looks to throw once more. That'll be complete to Cook. Touchdown, Packers! Dalvin Cook, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatch in the cover, and you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run out for the catch, and off he goes.
Into the end zone. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. Taken about 7 yards deep, and no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. Now McKinnon. And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32.
The ball carrier.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. And when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
3rd and short yardage, Winston. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Some pretty good games all weekend. We may have saved the best for last. This Monday night game has been a dandy. First down, Winston. Got a man. It's Tanyan complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Atlanta.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
A first down throw for Winston. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Now let's see who this is on. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
They lose the yardage, and of course they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly second and long. Off the play fake, Winston. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
Now that was a high degree of difficulty on that one, but to me, it goes back to fundamentals and determination. High point the football and declare it yours.
On first and 10, Winston. And his throw is incomplete. Hunter Renfrow is the man he was looking for. And that'll bring up second down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
A second down throw for Winston. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 20-yard line. Give them 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And that's going to be intercepted. Malcolm Jenkins, the Pro Bowler. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Throwing on 2nd and 3. Garoppolo eluding the pressure right. They will find Davis. That's complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A gain there of 21 yards. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
To throw is Garoppolo. Setting up the screen for Cook. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. They'll get this one to Kupp, complete. And now off to the races, down the right side. Touchdown, Packers. Cooper Kupp, his first touchdown on the year. And the forced fumble defensively leads to 6 points for the Packers. He's got it as they go up by a total of 17-10.
Makes the score, Packers 17.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. A About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Yeah, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. Winston. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
They'll probably spend a little extra time dissecting the game film after this, when I think the part of their plan was to hit them over the top of the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down. Winston to throw. He's got a man open. It's Hunter Renfrow. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this fourth quarter.
Falcons.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. They'll throw again. Winston. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course. He was unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here? Or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
They're targeting Godwin once more, this time complete. 11 yards there, 1st down. He's back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. Rashard Higgins was the one he was looking for. And it's 2nd down. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25.
And the Falcon 1st down.
From the red zone now, Winston being chased out left. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up